sure you guys watch this video to the end, like seriously, like to the end. This is going to be a good one. So I don't know if you guys have seen my very first YouTube post on this page, and I came out with my story about, you know, my personal story about HIV and AIDS, which the link is below. If you want to stop this video and go ahead and watch that first and come back to this, you are more than welcome, so you can get an understanding of this video. And I split it up because I had two different type of stories with HIV itself and what happened there, and then also witnessing the AIDS part of it. So when I put on my channel it's about to get hood, y'all, just for a second. When I put on my channel, I said what I said and I meant what I meant. Now all of this is coming up because I just felt like, dang, like I can't have a story. Like I'm not allowed to have a story just because of me not being HIV positive. The things that came to my mind to be able to turn this negativity, to turn this nonsense into some positive, was to think of it this way. Now, we all know when it comes to racism in this world that us black people, we always want other races to jump in and try to like support or try to acknowledge that there's a problem, that there is an issue. And you know, we want people who are white, we want people who are Asian, we want people who are Spanish, just anybody else outside of the black race to come in and say, hey, you know what, whatever is going on about black racial issues, you know, that is wrong. And when other races jump in, it helps the problem. Just, you know, it helps the problem because it's not just us all black people saying, yeah, it's a problem, it's a problem. No, we have other people who agrees that it's a problem. So there's no other difference. And then on top of that, let's talk about the women issues. Okay, so we women, black women right here, so that's like double the trouble, right? Supposedly. But women issues, and we want men to come up and stand up for us, to say, you know what, there is not equal rights going on when it comes to women and their pay and just so many other things when it comes to their decisions, like so much stuff when it comes to being a woman, that we want men to step up and stand up for us. This is no different. This is no different. For me to come out and say I have an HIV story, and no, I'm not HIV positive. My story dates back to witnessing. This is me witnessing my mother. This is me witnessing my twin brothers. This is me seeing them leave and having me here without them. So I'm not understanding how I am not allowed, or anybody else out there who is not allowed to say they have an HIV or AIDS story, because maybe somebody never saw the HIV part, which was not that bad. Maybe somebody has an AIDS story only, which they saw the end result. You know, and another reason why I wanted to do this video is because I want to help educate other families out there. I want to bring awareness to the families, to the friends, and to anybody out there who knew somebody that had HIV. And also for those people who saw the transformation from somebody having HIV and it progressed to AIDS, and then seeing the last of their days, especially in the beginning of this whole thing in the 80s coming into the 90s. Like, you guys don't understand, like, that's some real stuff, because when I go out and speak at certain events and to certain groups of people in certain schools and stuff like that, like, my little thing that I do, this is my thing, my little signature that I do, I always ask the audience if they know somebody, no matter if it's a family member, a friend, a colleague, a friend of a friend, or just anybody. When I ask that question, you guys, everybody hands go up. Well, not everybody, I'm not going to say everybody. Majority of the hands go up. Majority of the hands go up because everybody knows somebody, right? And this what makes it very, very emotional, because at the end of when I speak, I have those people who are not HIV positive come to me and tell me their memories of the people that they lost. And I'm getting emotional because they have the same pain that I'm feeling right now. And they understand where I'm coming from. So this video is only to educate. Like, nothing else. These tears are not from somebody hurt me. No, these tears are memories that you guys will never understand unless you know. And if you don't know, hopefully you understand where we're coming from. So it's going to take us all. It's going to take us all, like I said earlier. It's going to take us all to do this. Not just HIV positive people. It's going to take negative people too. It's going to take at-risk people as well. It's going to take us all to come up, stand up, and talk about this. Because if we're not talking about it, it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow. And then if you don't know somebody, you're going to eventually know somebody. Or, I don't want to say this, or if you are at risk, it could be you. You know, so it's like, I'm sorry you guys, like, I'm just emotional, not because of, don't get it twisted, like, I'm not crying over the comments, I'm crying because of the memories, you know, like, it touches people. Like, and I know there's so many other people out there who had a family member that is not here anymore, and they seen everything. So for people to say that we are not allowed to have stories, that's just like telling somebody who knows somebody with cancer, like, don't talk about cancer, you know, because you didn't have cancer or whatever. But they seen that person go through the worst stages of their life and probably is not here anymore. So you're basically telling them that that person can't have a story as well. So if that person says, hey, I have a cancer story that I want to share with the world, they're not allowed to share that story. Like, that's crazy. So that is a stigma that I have realized. And just doing this first, and just doing my first video, it has brought that stigma up and out, that nobody else can talk about HIV unless you have HIV. Like, that's crazy to me, man. It's gonna take us all, and it's taking us all, and I'm not stopping, and I ain't gonna stop, and I'm not regretful of nothing I have said up to this point. Everything I've done on this channel, I am so proud of. And I want to thank everybody out there who gets it. Everybody who thumbs up these videos. Everybody who leaves amazing comments and amazing feedback. And not just feedback on how good I'm doing, on feedback like, yeah, man, I've been through that. Or I get it. Like, I understand. Like, this is my story. This is my situation. You know, like, that's what this is for. And I got an email from a positive person that said I should not have said that. I should not have said I was living with HIV. I should not have said that I have an HIV story. Now, I did not respond to that person because I didn't know what to say. And for me, I sometimes, if I don't have nothing good to say or something out of it that I can, you know, just I want to make sure I respond to that right? So my thing is, when I said I was living with HIV and still is, like, I'm really still living with those memories of HIV. Yes, I am. I'm still living with those memories of AIDS. Yes, I am, because I was there. I was there. You wasn't there, or the ones who are whatever, you guys were not there. I was there. So it's my story. Do you understand? When somebody parent goes into jail, do you think the person or the kids outside of the jail, they may not be in jail with their parents, but it affects them that their mom or dad is in jail? Do you understand what I'm saying? And no, I'm not trying to compare HIV to jail. No, that's definitely not a great comparison. However, I want you to see the comparison when it comes to being affected. Okay? Being affected by something. So me growing up, witnessing my brothers always going to the hospital as a child, you know, witnessing me having to spend nights at my grandmother's house or weeks at my grandmother's house, because at this moment now, being an adult, I understand that maybe my mom was in the hospital with my brothers and I could not witness that. and I had to continue going to school, she could not take me to school sometimes because she was in the hospital with them. You know, as a child, you feel like, dang, why I can't be around them three? You know, like, what's wrong with me? You know, but you're a child, you don't know. As you get older, you understand, okay, she had to be there. But as a child, that sticks with you. So witnessing that throughout my whole life, nobody can never take away my story. And that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. And I said what I said. That was so like Real Housewives of Atlanta. But y'all know what I mean. And I heard this quote before, like, I'm not sitting here saying I'm a victim. I'm just part of the new solution to a problem. And that's it. I am here as a solution. I'm not standing in front of you saying I'm a victim of, oh, I lost my mom and my brothers. Yeah, I lost them. I got through it and I'm strong with it. And I am still dealing with it every day. You know, so I'm fine in that department because I have God. And another thing too, I want to say, because I'm so unashamed of my faith and unashamed that I love Jesus and I love God, I'm also unashamed to say I have an HIV and AIDS story. I do. I've seen the story of HIV, how it looks like, you know, she'll be fine and they will be fine. My brothers are going to be fine. And then I see the side of AIDS where I've seen both sides. Okay? I've seen both sides. So I hope I tackled this negativity right. If I have, you guys, please go ahead, leave whatever comments. I don't care if there are even more negativity comments. Just leave comments below. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if you knew somebody or just anybody. And if you did, there's an emoji of a ribbon. Now I know it's gold. They don't have emojis in colors yet, like red or purple or yellow yet. But if you can go ahead, if you know anybody, rather it be a parent, a family member, or any relative, a friend, a colleague, somebody you went to college with, somebody you went to school with, just anybody that you can think of right now that you actually know that has HIV right now or has passed away from AIDS complications. Go ahead, you guys, and put your ribbon down below in the comment section. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say which category it is. Just put the ribbon there, just so other people can see that other people have stories too. Other people have experiences as well. So who's to say who can and cannot have a experience or a story about a situation that they face? And that's all I'm here to say. Today's video was simply to sum up and say that anybody with whatever story, whatever you experience, especially when it comes to pain, and especially when it comes to somebody that you just absolutely love and miss so much, you know, or just are concerned about, or think about it in the back of your head if they are still here, you know. So this video was to tackle that, to say that it's okay for you out there who are HIV negative to say that you have also a story, and it's okay, because I'm with you as well, and it's going to take us all together. So thank you guys for watching. You already know the rest, and I'll see you guys next video the normal way. Thank you. And I'm so appreciative of everybody out there, you already know you. I appreciate you all for continuing to support this page by just simply liking, subscribing, and watching, and commenting, and giving me your feedback, and sending me those great amazing emails, sending me those great amazing messages, and uplifting me at the same time and pushing me to continue to do what I'm doing. So I thank all of you guys. You are like phenomenal. But of course, there's always bad apples in a bunch. So today, that video is not just to bring highlight to them, because they're not more important than all the guys out there, all you guys out there who have just been, who give me gas to keep going.